Hello and welcome back to X-Carbovore. My name is Kian Anian, and if this is your first time here, I want to say welcome. And if it's your return trip, I want to say welcome back. I'm excited to see you, and it means a lot that you've decided to click again on this video. Hopefully, the content is of your liking. Now, today I'd like to speak to you a little bit about Dogma. Let's speak more about that on the inside. Welcome back once again. This is episode 12, and it is day 12 of the Carnivore KIP 180-day Carnivore Challenge. Hopefully, you've decided to join the journey with us, and hopefully, things are going well for you. I am having a great time. I'm feeling great. Actually, I think this is the first time I've gone without coffee and soda together, just water alone. Uh, and we're talking bubble water, regular water, hot water. And I feel great. My body is doing wonderful. Look, guys, today I want to talk a little bit about um, something that I'm seeing more and more of, and I'm afraid for us as a carnivore community. Um, Many of you know already that I am a pastor, and I've been approached and spoken to by many in our carnivore community about the carnivore diet and their points of view. Now, I know that the world uh, has led us astray with the way that we're eating. Uh, the standard American diet, a lot of different falsehoods have been told to us over the years and decades. And we've fallen for it. We've been addicted. We've become addicted to carbs. And carbs are not a great thing for us. Now, the body works on carbs. Of course, we have a two-fuel system. Um, but carbs are behind a lot of the diseases that we're seeing in our life today and in our lifestyle changes. And that's because we've been taught the wrong way. I wouldn't call that the devil necessarily. And I want to be careful about some of the terminologies that we use when we're speaking to people. Um, I have friends that are vegans. I have a niece that's a dietitian, and she teaches veganism. Um, and they're very dogmatic about what they're doing. They feel they're more righteous than the rest of us. They feel that their way is the only way, and if you're not doing it their way, you are absolutely wrong. And I think that that is it's a very narrow view of looking at things. Uh, I'm 100% in on the carnivore diet. I love the diet. I love the way of eating. It works for my body. It makes me feel good. I'm not going to force others to eat the way that I'm eating. I'm not going to say to you is that you must eat this way. What I'm going to do instead, I'm going to eat this way. I'm going to live well. I'm going to cure my diseases. And I'm going to walk before you and be an example for you to see how I'm living. So much so that you'll be curious and you'll want to try it for yourself. It's the way that I look at God, the way that I look at walking the Christian life. I'm going to live before you. Let my light so shine before men that they might see my Father and worship him. In other words, I'm not saying that carnivore is a religion. What I'm saying is we can't treat it as a religion. Like either you're carnivore saved or you're going to hell. No, it can't be that way. We can't treat people like if they haven't seen the light, that they're on their way to destruction. We have to treat them with love and respect, no matter which way they're eating. But you eat your way. You live your way and let them see the good. Tell your testimonies, share your victories, and let them see how you're living. And then maybe they'll see the light. With that, let's get into the numbers for today. Well, as usual, we begin with my blood pressure. I always say that I was level 3 hypertensive, um, on 100 milligrams of losartan. I took myself off the medication this May 2024, as I became more and more serious with the carnivore diet. Um, my blood pressure now is more in the normal range, even though I'm not on medication. Right now, today, my blood pressure was 122/80. And I have to say, I feel great. I used to have dizzy spells. I used to have really bad spells where I couldn't walk. I had to stand still, hold on to a wall, hold on to my wife or my daughter. I'd be walking in the department store and fall over on the rail of clothes because I became lightheaded with dizziness. I remember going for a walk once and not being able to finish to get home. I had to call someone to come and get me because my blood pressure was so high. So now with Carnivore, I've been able to regulate that and bring it down. And I'm looking forward to my annual checkup, which is soon, so that I could share that with my physician. And hopefully they will officially remove me from the medication since I've already removed myself. Next, let's look at my glucose. Yesterday, my glucose was really nice. I believe we fell in the 4 range, and I'm happy about that because we were in the 4 range 4 days in a row. Then we hit the 5, and now we're back in the 4s again. Today, my glucose was 4.6. Again, another wonderful number. I just want to keep it under 5. And I do that because I know if it's under 5, then in the end, my GKI will probably be much better. So 4.6 is my glucose. Next, we'll talk about my ketones. I told you before, I like to keep my ketones level 2 and above. A normal range is 0.5 to 1.5. My ketones yesterday was 4.8, which was very, very nice. Today, it's gone down. Oh, no, it's not that bad. It's down to 4.2. So, once again, ketones is my primary source of fuel. I'm rolling on it. I'm feeling good about it. And I'm looking forward to a great day. By the way, I'm going out today driving, teaching my wife and one of her friend's son to drive. So pray for me. I'll need that energy at that time for sure. Next, let's talk about the GKI. My GKI, or glucose ketone index, the level I like to keep mine. First of all, to be therapeutic, you have to be below 9, but the level that I like to keep mine is 3 and below, typically 3 to 1. Yesterday, my GKI was 0.9, which I couldn't ask for anything better than that. Today, 2 days in a row, now it's 1.0. So we're in a zone. There's nothing more to say about that. Just that we're in a zone and it feels really good to be here. Lastly, we're going to talk about my weight. Now, I told you guys before I was in a stall, and I expected that this stall would last some time. Sometimes my stalls can last up to 2 weeks. This morning, I was surprised to find that I must not be in a stall, or it was just a temporary little phase. My weight yesterday was 89, and I believe 89.3 or 89.2. Today it is 88.7. Now, I expect that I would probably lose about 0.2 or 0.3 kilograms daily. until I plateau out. And we've been pretty much on that track, even if you count in those stall days, which I think, once again, for day 12 of the new year and day 12 of me actually doing carnivore, what I would say for me, the right way, meaning beef, salty, fatty beef, salt, eggs, and water. I left off eggs yesterday. I want you to know I am eating eggs, and just drinking water. And it's all working just well. All working just well. And I'm feeling, I think my skin looks a lot better too. Yesterday, I had a little thing on the nose and nobody told me that. I saw it in the video. So, doesn't make a man so handsome then. If you're my friend, you're supposed to tell me. All right. Thank you again for seeing and hang in there with me. These results are possible because you guys follow along with me. I want to thank you so much. I feel the better for it. All right. And that's it for today. I want to thank you for joining me. And hey, I had a little rant on about this because I care about our community. I want us to be the light, not the darkness. I want us to be the joy for people and the hope for people. This body is our temple, the temple of the Holy Spirit. And I want people to experience what we're experiencing. And I want, if you have a calling upon your life, and I believe you do, I want you to live long enough to fulfill that calling, that God's purpose in your life that He's called for you to do. You can only do it and do it with full vigor if you are healthy and living a wonderful life. I found that in the carnivore way of eating. If you like the content, please hit like, subscribe, tell a friend that there's a guy like me doing a thing like this. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.